everyone. I will be turning my camera on momentarily. I was just out walking and I've not really done anything to my face or anything yet. So it will be on shortly. Hey, Gam Gam, what's up? What else do we have here? Maybe no one. Hey, Kathy Ann. Okay, so for those of you, hi, Nurse Liddy. So for those of you who were not just on Twitter, I tried to do a Twitter spacewalk with Meghann, but we're thinking that we don't know if maybe it's because her phone's a little bit older and the software's a little bit older, but we couldn't get her to be able to join. So we shut that down and I came home because I was out of my walk and I'm starting this here and she's going to join me momentarily. Yep, I think that's her now. Let's see her. Yay, there she is. Hi, Meghann. What's up?
Hi, I made it. Didn't like me.
And it's a new program. Maybe it just wants to be taken out to dinner or something first. Who knows?
Yeah, I think so. But no, it's my old phone. I'm gonna have a new phone very soon, so that should fix that problem. Hopefully.
Just you don't have to tell me, but like, how old is the phone? Like, because mine, I think mine's a few years old.
iPhone 6. Yeah, it's an iPhone 6. It's pretty old.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's seen better days. So
Yeah.
I'm about to finally get a new one.
That might really be it. Yeah.
Right. And I think that's what it was. I think the Twitter app needs to be updated and like my storage is full on this phone. So that's probably what it is.
Probably, I would think so. Yeah, that's. I'm trying to think. Like, I have an iPod, but I want to say it's like 5th generation or something like that. I love it. Like, I haven't.
Right.
I won't update the software or anything on it. It's just no. I like it just like it is because you can still like jailbreak it and shit. I don't even know if you can jailbreak the newer ones. I haven't even tried, but
Yeah.
I like the older software. I do. So, but
Right.
okay.
But I'm gonna have a new one soon. I need to because I need space.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Yep. That's mine. Yeah. I hate it when it's like. I feel like when the iPad and or the iPhone start saying there's not enough storage, that's about time to get a new one.
Oh yeah, it gets annoying for sure.
Yeah, it does. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to invite you on though to the Twitter spacewalk or whatever. I chose Twitter because what I was seeing was mostly happening on Twitter, But here's fine
Right.
too. So yeah, like what's I mean, if you don't want to talk about it, you don't have. I mean, you and I haven't talked about this before. We joined up here, so I understand if I'm putting you on the spot and you don't want to talk about it.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay, cool. So yeah, like what's going on? Because I saw like there were a couple of the X mods there accusing you of saying that they were the ones doing the threatening calls.
I never accused them. I mean, anybody can go back and look at my tweets. I have always said that I don't know who's making the threatening calls, and there's other people, including one of the ex mods that has gotten calls too. So I don't really see how it can be one of them when she's getting calls too. And then there's a couple other people getting nasty calls as well. I said I don't know who it is, and I also said I would not point the finger at anybody because I don't want to hurt anybody, obviously, if I don't know who it is without proof. I mean, I have no idea. I just know that the calls amped up just around the time that I said, hey, I don't want to be in this drama,
Right.
But that doesn't mean because there were calls before that too. So it doesn't really necessarily mean anything. But it's just the calls are a little different this time with what they're saying. But it could still be the same person. I have no idea.
Right. Well,
I
I know I did a Twitter spacewalk like a week and a half ago, maybe about that, and I was talking about the phone calls you were getting, and I'd seen screenshots where it was claimed or whatever that I'm the first one who put the blame on them. But I want to, if that's the case, I mean, if that's where this is stemming from, I apologize. But either way, I never said that. I said on the live or on the Twitter spacewalk. What I said was, I don't think it's them. And in fact, if they were to find out who it was behind it or whatever, they would tell them to stop. They wouldn't want anyone to be doing it.
Oh, yeah. Right. Exactly. Yeah. I remember that. I was there for that Twitter Spaces, and I was listening. I remember you saying that. You
Yeah,
said you really didn't think it was them, and I was shaking my head agreeing and made a few tweets because every time that I hear that they think that I've accused them or, because I got pretty attacked hard all over Twitter yesterday. It was
yeah,
bad. I had a bad day. I mean, um I was in tears all day, from the attacks were bad. And one of the things that was being said was that I accused them of the calls. And I know I have not done that. And no way have I implied it. So
right.
if somebody else accused them, I hate that because I really don't think that they would do that. I mean, I don't know who it is. So, whoever it is, I hope it stops. I know other people are getting nasty calls and nobody deserves to get them.
Right. Yeah. No. I agree. Well, I saw like I was saying, I saw screenshots from a server where one of them was saying that I'm the first person to make that accusation, and hopefully they can hear
No.
this and see. Okay, no, maybe it wasn't Aaron, so maybe we can stop saying that. I
Right.
don't know. But
Exactly.
so why?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Why were you getting attacked yesterday?
Um, just I think they feel that Moderate and I went live the other night and we just kind of opened up. We actually went and tried to have a good time, which we did, and laughed a lot and had fun. But we also shared some feelings about some of the things that we're going through with the way we've been treated by different people. And I think that it, upset people possibly. So,
Yeah, I hadn't.
between that, oh,
I,
you hadn't got
no,
to
go
see
ahead.
it yet?
No. I started watching. I haven't finished watching it yet. So
Yeah. It's pretty good. I would love your opinion on it when you watch it. I felt, I tried to just be open and honest and just share my feelings. I wasn't trying to blame anybody or point the finger. I was just telling my truth. That's it.
right, but
And I I feel like that, like I said, a lot of this has started when I kind of was the lone one out in a group of friends of not wanting to be on the hate train of some people. So that's seems to be when everything started. And I know they're saying that that's not true, but that is when everything started.
yeah,
And it's just,
I
yeah.
agree with you. Yeah,
So everything got amped up around that time. And leading up to that, I was very pressured. And yeah, I was trying to please everybody and keep everybody happy. And that probably wasn't the right thing to do. That's kind of me. I'm kind of a people pleaser. And I know that's something I've got to work on and keep everybody happy, because I had friends that felt a certain way. And then here's me that loves to mod for you and adores you. And, I was trying to make both sides happy, and that's impossible. And when I
yeah,
didn't really kind of want to lean in one direction, people were mad.
yeah.
So,
It shouldn't be impossible, but sadly, it kind of is. And Lori Smith, thank you so much for the super chat. Hi, ladies. Hi, Eggs. I love you, darling, Mama. I don't, I don't know who Eggs is. Is that
that's
you?
okay. No, no. She might have been. I don't know if she was saying Meg, but I call her Mama. That's
Oh,
my
okay.
like
All right.
my
All right.
second mama.
Okay. All right. So it is you probably.
Yeah, I love
Yes.
her.
Oh, Cam, times three. It is all your Tina and Steve's fault. Yeah. Well, no, it's just all Steve's fault.
Exactly.
It's just like okay, it's not. It hasn't. Steve's still getting all the fault. Okay, that hasn't spilled over to the rest of the cult
Right.
yet. So please don't don't take it away from him and give it to us.
Right.
Oh,
No, that was said yesterday too that I was simping for Steve now, and that's
mm,
what yeah. So I don't know if I get a
yeah.
t-shirt or a mug for this, but
I don't know. Lori Smith, thank you so much for the super chat again. You don't have to buy super chat, so if you want me to read something, but thank you. Awesome. Dang autocorrect. I mean Megs, not eggs. Okay, so it was a typo. Okay, awesome.
that's okay.
I just want you to know that we love having you here in the chat, and that's all. So
Yes.
okay, yeah. So damn it, dog, don't start barking. No, wait a second, I gotta mute.
Aw.
Of course, as soon as I hit mute, she stops barking. Yeah, in Nikki's stream the other night when I was up on panel for a little bit, but before that I was in the chat for a little while, and like it was so frustrating because like anything I said or whatever, it was like, oh, I hope Steve is watching so he knows to sees how hard you're simping for him or some shit like that. And it's like,
Yeah.
really? I mean, if I was simping for him, then I would be up your ass over every little thing being discussed. But it's something here or there that I can attest to, you know?
Right. That was a rough chat. I was modding in there, which I know people are angry at that too. But anyway, I felt it was horrible the things that were being said in there to you, Aaron. But you handle it great. I do have to say.
That reminds me. I don't know if the person is listening, but Teresa, who's a mod for Nikki, you're awesome. I just want to say that. I think I kind of gave her an attitude a little bit in the chat, but I didn't see everything from in the chat.
Right.
Like, you know, you just see something here and there, whatever.
She is awesome.
Yeah, but as I was watching it today, because I was getting clips for this other video I'm working on, and I saw like a lot of her comments and shit, and I just want to say I'm sorry if I gave you an attitude, Teresa. I didn't mean to. It's frustrated, whatever. But you're awesome. I think you're awesome. Thank you. So, but
yeah, she is.
I'll be sure to tell her though still. But in case.
Yeah, I mean, I even got attacked in that chat. It was a rough one.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're kind of like that though. I mean, the Unifams,
Yep.
only the die-hard Unifams, like the whole Unifam. I don't think it's like that, but like you have a good handful of them, I think are.
Right.
I saw something here I wanted to ask about. Damn it. So okay, I can't find it here, but oh, okay. Gam times 3 says Lori Smith, I've been praying for you. I don't know what that means, but I'm okay. Like I'll pray for you too, Lori Smith. I hope you're okay. So,
yeah, she's just been going through a hard time with her health, so we just are always praying that she is feeling better and getting stronger.
Okay, I know. I've seen her in other chats like a while months ago. I know she was having issues, but I didn't know she still was. I'm sorry. I hope you're okay. So I mean, here's the thing. Like, you and I had messaged after like all of this shit yesterday and stuff, but briefly, just like, or I think maybe while going through it, we briefly messaged, and I seen a couple of tweets from other people like trying to call attention to like something you might have said or whatever about me or whatever, and I just want to put it out there. Okay, Meghann is a moderator here for the channel, and I do consider her a friend. She's allowed though to say shit about me. She's allowed to show any kind of frustration or discontent or whatever with me. She's allowed to do that. I mean, I don't want anyone to feel like, oh my God, look at how she's talking about you. No, that's what people do. You know, sometimes people just need to vent and shit. I mean, we all do it. So I hope you know, and I hope other people know that like we're it's all good. I mean, of course, like there's this line or whatever. I think some people can cross, but that doesn't.
Oh yeah.
So that whatever. But
yeah, and some of the things that I had frustrations with, I was like, I'm gonna send Aaron a text message. You responded. We talked on the phone. I got to ask you some questions. You put my mind at ease about those frustrations, and then I was fine. And we had a great adult conversation. It was very easy.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Exactly. Yeah, I know, right? Really. I think like a lot of the stuff that is fueled by, for whatever anger, resentment, a couple of, those two or whatever have, and it sucks. I wish that they would just reach out to me and we could maybe, just talk it out, whatever. But I don't know. But hopefully hopefully the shit just, hopefully they, just lay off of you and shit on Twitter. Because I mean, I feel like there was a stream that I kind of commentated on JC's channel a couple months ago, but listening to a part of that stream, it like hearing Nikki especially talk, it kind of dawned on me like, wow, I should probably appreciate my mods a little bit more, because it really must be kind of difficult at times being a moderator here. And so I get that that's difficult, and I just, I don't want to see any of the moderators have to deal with more shit than they already do.
Oh, right. No, I think you've been great to us, Aaron. So, we're gonna catch stuff. Not everybody's gonna like us, and that's okay. I know there people are saying it's just I'm upset because I want everybody to like me. That's not true. No, not everybody has to like me, and we're not gonna all agree, and we're not gonna all get along. I just think that things can be handled better. I wish people would handle communicating with each other more, just more like adults instead of
Yeah.
fighting and acting like high schoolers. So
Mm-hmm.
mean girls. But
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I don't, you're absolutely right. I was going to say something else, but I don't want to. I know I'm going to say it anyways. Like one of the things I read yesterday was, yeah, I know. I say that, I feel like I'm kind of fueling it, but one thing I read yesterday though was like, I guess some people were upset or whatever that were called mean or mean girls or something. And I mean, when did mean become
it's really
such
the
an insult?
behavior.
I know
Yeah.
it's behavior. I know, I get that. But I was thinking though, like, let's, for argument's sake, let's say that that's true. Let's say that they were called mean. Like, when was that such an egregious offense? Some calling someone
Right.
mean. It's like, wow. I don't know. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I
But
know. I
we're
know.
all mean girls at times. It
Exactly.
happens.
Yeah. When I don't have my Skittles, I'm really mean. So, it happens.
Skittles are good, yeah.
Yeah. I have an addiction.
Oh,
So
thank you so much, Lori Smith. She says, I love to support good people. Happy to be here, giving you all support. Thank you.
thanks,
Happy to have you
Lori.
here. I used to have a Skittles addiction.
I know I need to stop. I really do.
It was a hard one to break. Like quitting smoking was easier, I think.
Poor Sue Elliott got some grief yesterday too for kind of sticking up for me. She's been an amazing friend, not just for that. I mean, that she's just a great friend in general in my life. So I'm very grateful for her, but I felt horrible for her yesterday because she kind of got hit pretty hard.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sue. I know Meg appreciates it though, and we all do. But yeah, I know. They called you a chihuahua? A chihuahua? Why is it that other people get called like attack dogs or something, and then like you get chihuahua? Why? Like, I don't know. It sticks out. It's kind of funny. Oh, hi,
Right.
Steph.
Yeah.
Hi, Steffi. I see. Autistic Shill said Steffi says hi.
Oh, hey, Steffi.
Yeah, chihuahuas are cute.
I know. Lily was so excited that you said hi to her the other day on the phone because she sees you on here sometimes, like passing, like if she'll walk in my room when I'm modding for you. So she thinks like you're like basically like a movie star or something. She's like, Erin said hi to me. It was so cute.
I try to tell people I'm a movie star, but they don't buy it. I'm kidding. Is she there now? Is she near you?
No, she is playing Roblox in the other room.
Okay. Oh my God,
she might pop in.
My younger son, like I have a boy, girl. So my middle child, my younger son, he loved Roblox. Oh my, for like years,
Aww.
years he was on that thing. Like, he started with Minecraft and then he found Roblox.
Yeah, it's pretty popular.
Yeah, there's a like a software or social media search. I'm afraid the dog's gonna bark. Let me just get ready in case she does. But there's a social media search program called Sherlock that I use a lot of times. Like if I find out like someone's username or whatever, then I can put it through and it'll scan all the social media sites and let me know if that username comes up on other sites. But some sites come up no matter what. Like when you go to click on it or whatever, you won't find, it'll say there's no account here under that name. I don't know why, but it changes too. It's like a glitch in the program. Like it's just some show up regardless. But one that always shows up all the time is Roblox. Roblox and Minecraft. Like,
right.
It's sometimes it shows up, I think by default, but a lot of times there is an account there. So it's like, how many freaking people play this shit?
I know. is so popular, and I that it'll show like how many people are like on a certain game inside Roblox or whatever, because there's all these different games you can play, right? And I mean, I'm amazed at the numbers. So
Yeah, yeah, and it just and it doesn't seem like that difficult or complex or not difficult, but it seems like a difficult game, but it doesn't seem like it's an overly complicated game or one that requires a lot of coding or whatever to make. It's it reminds me of like the older video games almost. But yeah, it holds everyone's attention for so long. It's crazy. It's like
yeah,
Tetris. It's like Tetris like that, I think.
I know, but they love it, and I would say that's her favorite game. So
Yeah. Cool.
when she's not outside, she loves to go outside, which I'm happy that she's not always on the video games, but.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I hope things get better. I mean, today's been a lot better day. So, I did a lot of blocking and unfollowing, and I know that might sound mean. I hate to do that, but I think it's just better for me right now just to remove as much as possible and not see the stuff, and keep all the negativity out as much as I can. I hate
Right.
it. I hate that friendships have broken up and over some all of this, and just see what happens. I don't
Yeah.
hate anybody though.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough though. I mean, like, I know myself, like, once I do mute accounts or whatever, just to quiet down or mute like Twitter conversations, if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. But I have sometimes have a difficult time being willing to put it out of mind because it's like,
I
you
don't
feel,
even know who Pamela Barr is. I'll look. I have no idea. I unlocked my Twitter, trying to get on Spaces. So I don't know if I got
oh,
a bunch of new people following and all that. But if I'm following somebody and it's Nat, I'm glad you told me so I can remove them. I have no idea who that is, though. I have no clue. I'm
yeah.
sure they're saying there's a lot of chatter about it, so I'm sure I'm getting bashed about that too. At this point,
Oh,
I can hand out cupcakes and $100 bills, and they're going to find something wrong with it.
yeah. Pretty much. Like, yeah. Um, I don't even pay attention to who's following me. Like, I mean, I
Yeah,
honestly, like all of Nat's sock accounts could still be there following me for all I know. But freaking, I'm public anyway, so even if I block them, they're just gonna come back. But then they're gonna come back under a name I'm not familiar with, So just whatever.
right. Exactly. I'll look at it when I get on Twitter again later, and see. So, I mean, I know people go under socks, and sometimes I get them, and sometimes I miss them, and it happens.
Oh, okay, I see what they're talking about now. All right, in chat.
Yeah.
Although I didn't see the person's comment originally, and it looks did we remove her or comments or something? I don't know. 'Cause
Um.
I see Sue. What is your damage there? I don't know who she's talking to though.
Oh, I don't know. See, I can only see the chat in StreamYards. I don't have it open on YouTube
Oh,
right
okay.
now.
All right.
So
I see. Oh, the screen name is what is your damage, Heather? It's not just Heather.
yeah, yeah,
It threw
that's her
me off.
screen name.
It threw me off.
Right.
Okay.
So there she was just saying there's a lot of chatter about it. So
Yeah.
that
Well,
translates to, oh, Megan and Nat are friends.
see, here's the thing, though. I mean, people choose to if they choose to follow, they choose to follow. It's who we follow. That's who we are approving, more or less. But who follows us? Especially when we're public. But I don't even fucking pay attention. Like, I don't even know when my Twitter accounts go up or down.
Right. Oh, yay.
Hey, Mod. Wait, let me change this.
Hey, Maud.
There we go. Can you hear us,
Oh,
Mod?
hey. I don't know. Am I
Hey.
muted? Is it working?
No. Yeah,
All right.
Hey, Maud.
Hey, how's it going?
One of these times I want to say, no, it's not working, so that they can think like they can't, no one can hear them, and then they'll just keep going about as if no one can hear them.
Oh, boy. Would that be fun?
I
I can
know.
only imagine what I would say um, about a lot of things. Yeah, I just
Right.
Okay.
cruising along. I saw you were streaming. I figured I'd hang out since I'm a mod here, see what was going on. And I've been missing most of your streams, and which makes me feel like a really crappy one. I'll, I'll DM Meg and be like, so did you see that? And she'd be like, no, I'm modding for Aaron, and I'm like, oh my god, she's streaming again.
It's not your fault, really. I tell no one. Like, I mean, if it wasn't for Claire, I think setting up like an automatic alert in some Discord somewhere or whatever, like I don't think anyone would know.
It's kind of funny. Yeah. Um, that Pamela Barr, I think it was figured out quite a while ago that it's either has to be Nat, but it might be Alice. I don't know who it is for sure. I know that they
Right.
showed up around the Toddy Westbrook case. They were that's when I first saw them, and I think the parrot was the same parrot that was in um, some picture that had to do with Nat, but I can't remember for sure. I forgot about them, and I don't think they've
Yeah.
been active, so it's probably from back then. That
Oh, okay. Yeah.
you
Right.
know,
Yeah. But it makes you wonder since they know that I follow her or she's following me, are they spending time going through my follow list? Like,
oh, they are. Oh, I absolutely
I
guarantee
mean,
they are.
are y'all
Yeah,
that
no.
bored?
Like, damn it, we're gonna find
Dang.
something on her. Oh, look,
Yeah,
look this
Megan's a
account.
bad person. Let me look for something.
Yeah. Oh, it's so high school. It's such high
It
school
It
is.
really
bullshit.
It
is.
really is. Yeah.
I think Christola just had a good comment. She said, "Who follows who?" and getting mad over that is so high school. It really, really is.
Yeah. Yeah. It's getting tedious too. I mean, it really is. But what are you gonna do? There's nothing you can do about it except um, ignore it because you can't stop it, and the more you push back on it, the more they feel like oh, we got her pissed off now, and then they pour the coals on it, So it's like you either steer into the skid or just ignore it. It's
Oh
one of
my
them things
God. I'm
that
sorry. Go
just
on.
never. It's a constant. It just never ends. So
Yeah, that's true.
Um,
Um,
Colleen, I am so sorry. Everyone that is a believer, please pray for me. My niece passed away last night from an overdose, and she just gave birth to twin boys
oh,
Saturday. Oh my God.
that's
Oh, I'm so
horrible. So
sorry.
oh,
sad.
You got
that
it.
is so
You got
sad.
it, Colleen. I'm so sorry.
Absolutely. I will add you.
But
Wow.
yeah, just, that's that's something you never see happening.
You know, I don't know. It's so sad though. Like, and I sit there in like I was just in a conversation with someone the other day, and we were talking about like the whole like Suboxone and all that and everything. And it's just I don't know why this shit's like not way more available. Like, I mean, the Narcan and stuff. Like, anyone can have that. Why is Suboxone so hard to get? I don't. It's bullshit.
Well, with Suboxone needs to be. They need to keep an eye on what they do with that because that stuff will get you high as hell too. I almost think that you should have to go through a rehab center or at least a doctor that has some brains in his head before you just go get on Suboxone. You can go tell the doctor, hey man, I'm just coming off this or that, any kind of opiate. Just name your opiate. And if he
Mhm.
tosses you like, 10, like 10 Suboxones, you can flip them or you can do them and get stupid
Well,
high on them. So
like there's a somewhere I think it's in Syracuse, New York, or whatever. But I mean, for the most part, yeah, you need to find the Suboxone doctors, and like they've accumulated, they've grown in numbers at least, and they can have like 100 patients on their roster on it rather than 30 or 40, what it used to be. But like, there's one place in Syracuse I remember where anyone can show up, and yeah, you're there for like 5-6 hours or whatever, but you walk out of there with like a 2 week supply. Like why can't that be more easily found or something, I
I
mean,
agree. Well, I agree. There should be more places doing it so you don't have to wait so long. I know, speaking from voice of experience, I'd really have to be serious about quitting that day to wait that many hours. When I
yeah,
when I know within an hour I can just go cop, and
yeah,
it should be
yeah,
easier to get. But at the same time, I think it's being abused a little bit too. I don't know. It's a mess out there right
it
now.
is.
Part of it, they need to come off their grip on it a little bit too. Like there's people that they're referring to pain clinics and everything else like that, they won't give you hardly anything anymore for not. They won't even give you
Right.
tramadol. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
it's almost like they're making it worse by being such tightwads with it. The damage is done. They gave it out like candy for 20 years.
Yeah, you already got half the country hooked. I mean, fuck.
Right. Yeah. So
Yeah. Right. And I know, a lot because of, the addiction to opiates, they're treating everybody as if they might get addicted. And there are people who really suffer with chronic pain and that truly need um pain medicine, and it's been crazy. And obviously that makes it hard for the doctors, I guess, with deciding who gets to have it and who doesn't.
it does.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I remember I don't know, it was a TV program or documentary about how the country became addicted on OxyContin and whatnot.
Right.
But like, what I couldn't believe though was I'm like, what kind of freaking medical schools do we have here or whatever? If these doctors, medically educated, they come out and they're told, oh no, it's not habit forming. It's just it's a derivative of the opioid, basically. But yeah,
Right.
it's not habit forming. Like, what? How do you fucking buy that?
I know. I can't believe that when OxyContin came out, the doctors who sat there and listened to the pharmaceutical reps pushing this new OxyContin, and they were telling them this is not habit forming. How would they
Mhm.
not know by just the ingredients? Like you were saying, that is crazy.
Yeah, it's like it's like saying, hey, there's this new heroin out, but don't worry, you won't get addicted. you hell, you won't
I
even like
know,
it.
right?
Yeah, it's
Don't worry.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I mean, but these doctors, though, I mean, they must have wanted to believe it. I'm thinking if they believed it, because like, I really
Right.
hope our doctors are smarter than that. I really do.
Yeah. Suboxone's an excellent therapy to get off of it.
Yes.
And
Hmm.
it
Absolutely.
should be.
It saved my life.
Yeah. And I have other friends that has too. Um, I actually had gotten to the point where I had gone through the runs and everything else like that. I used dextromethorphan as an opiate antagonist and did it the hardest of hard ass ways. By the time
Right.
I made it to um, a place, and they gave me a week's worth, and I broke them in half just to fight any kind of mental cravings I was going to have. I was already through the physical stuff, and that stuff by the end tasted so awful. I didn't want to do it anymore. So it's perfect. It does exactly what it's designed to do. Um,
Yeah, no, it does. It really does. Like, um, a lot of the doctors I find, like, they don't care how long you're on it for, which, I mean, I have mixed feelings about that. I think that should be a case by case basis or whatever. But I think everyone who is so far along in their addiction to where they require it, I think a year is a good amount to start from. A good long
Oh
time
yeah.
period to start from.
yeah, I agree.
And especially like when you come off of it, like a lot of doctors, they want to get you down to like 2 milligrams, and then whoop, you're done. Fuck no. No.
No.
No,
No.
no, no, no. Like, you get down to 2, then maybe you drop down to 1.5, then 1,
Right.
then 0.75,
Yeah.
then
Oh
0.5, then
yeah.
0.25. Yeah, it's crazy, but like, yeah. I don't know.
Well, and most of it is caused from they were used to be so liberal with that stuff. I remember when I was 18 years old, I dislocated my shoulder, um, and they sent me home with like 30 Vicodin ESs.
Mhm.
30. There's no way
Yeah.
I needed 30. I needed maybe 5, at that time in my life. I needed rehab. I needed to go where they put the little electric patches on your bicep and part of your chest, and they
Oh,
light those
yeah. Okay.
rotator cuff muscles back up. And that's what needed to happen more than a bottle of 30 Vicodin for me. But
Right.
I got rid of them fast. Don't worry. That was a really bad joke.
Jay
Never mind.
Summers, Jay, yo, you gotta hook me up with your hookup. Seriously, like,
Yeah.
we gotta talk here, because the shit around here is garbage. Saying
Um,
hi, Jay. No,
yeah,
I know Jay. So I think he's joking around. Anyways, I
I
don't
think I need to know Jay. Let's all get to know Jay.
know.
But yeah,
Oh, that's funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
of
know
my
some people it doesn't do good for the Suboxone, but a lot of people it really um saves their lives. I know it helped
right.
me tremendously.
Right. Yeah. The thing is, it's not that you get addicted to it, I don't think, but you definitely get dependent on it. Oh yeah. I mean,
Oh yeah.
it's
Yeah.
I mean, that's its whole purpose, is to get your dependency from one thing,
Yeah.
off of that one thing and
Well,
onto another. I mean, yeah, that happens.
right.
Um, but like,
I
because
think people they don't understand that when you're taking Suboxone after abusing opiates, the Suboxone doesn't get you high. It's just keeping you normal, and you're not it's taking those cravings
Mhm.
away, and you can function. So people can go to work and be a
Right.
parent and just your normal everyday routine again,
Yep.
but
Like,
doesn't get you
Oh,
high.
well, like Moderate was saying earlier, like it does. It in my experience, from my experience, like when you get when you used to get the pills or the tablets or whatever, like you can crush them up or whatever, and I guess that could get you high. I
Right.
never did it,
Yes,
but now
that's
though they
true.
have they have the sub, well, it goes underneath your tongue and dissolves. Okay. Um,
Right.
like that does it. Like but I get what you're saying though. If I think it almost feels like you're high, because you'll come from a place of such intense withdrawal, and then you just feel fine. You feel okay. You're good. But
Right.
it
You feel
probably
normal.
yeah,
Yeah.
your head's
yeah.
probably like, man, this is awesome.
Yeah. Well, you're both right, but I also think that's why I was saying something about somebody having the wherewithal to prescribe it, because dosing affects that. Like if you weigh 101 pounds and they give you what they would give somebody that's 250, that's been addicted for 12 years, you're going to get high from Suboxone. I in my experience anyway. But
Yeah. Like if you're not like if you're
I'll
going
be
from heroin to
I
Suboxone.
I have to take her out
Oh
well,
because
yeah.
my
no,
dog.
not in that case. Okay,
Okay.
Aaron. Yeah, from heroin to
Um.
Suboxone, no way. But if you're doing pills to Suboxone, you'll definitely, I don't know.
Yeah,
In my
and now the
experience,
scary thing is, you can't like used to when you to get on Suboxone, you need to be off heroin or opiates for 3 days. But now because of fentanyl being in everything, you have to wait 7 days, or it will still put you in that precipitated withdrawal, which is the worst kind of withdrawal you could go into. It takes
oh
7 days
God,
before you could take and that's a long time to lay there with nothing in your system 7 days. I mean, an hour's too long of withdrawal. Can you imagine 7 days?
no,
Dang.
no, I really can't. Um, but yeah, it's fentanyl, that shit, man. I mean, if for an anesthesiologist, there's nothing better for him to work with for any other purpose. That is a useless drug. It's
Oh
just
my
evil.
gosh, it's scary. It's very scary. So many people are passing away. I lost a cousin. It hadn't even been a year ago that he overdosed, and it was uh, there was fentanyl in some Xanaxes that he had gotten off the street. I mean, they're putting it in everything. Yes, he
Yeah.
was in active addiction, but still. Um, and they're not. I think a lot of addicts, even with heroin, they think they're doing their normal amount, but this fentanyl's in there, and just a tiny bit of that stuff can take you out. You just never know.
Yeah. But it doesn't take any prisoners. It's very unforgiving. It's like you say, just a smidge too much. And what happens is you'll get a tolerance up. Your dude will run out. He was cutting it thin at the very end. He re-ups and it's loaded with it. And the next thing you know, bam. And that's how that's.
Right. Um, and I think it's not that every doctor's different, it's every patient's different. They judge you on a withdrawal scale, and if you're still in if you're not in far enough withdrawal, they're definitely not going to let you take the Suboxone yet because it can put you in the precipitated withdrawals. But and they judge you. There's like a whole scale they go by. It's got a name. I know there's an RN in here that had some information earlier, but they go off that scale. They're watching if your eyes are watering, the shakes, if your legs and arms are jumping. There's a whole scale. You know what I'm talking about, moderate, I bet.
Yeah. And it's a good scale, in my opinion.
Right.
They had to come up with something, you know, and
Yeah.
and I, but like I say,
Yeah,
the
if you're
whole
on pills, exactly. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
it,
I was looking at the chat.
no, I was done. I was just starting to read that one, I think.
Oh, yeah, see, like, Colleen was saying she only had to wait a day because she was on pills. I mean, yeah, that's probably like, if for somebody that's on heroin, they would need longer, obviously, than
Yeah,
maybe pills, but every person's different. Some people have faster metabolisms, and, I mean, just there's so many, different reasons.
yeah. Well, and everybody reacts a little bit different to opiates too. Like there's a similar
Right.
reaction amongst everybody, but I know that some people that they would take Vicodin and it was kind of a speedy, they would buzz for them. They'd get
Yeah,
stuff done and, you know, you wouldn't even really know they were on anything until they ran out and they were just miserable and stuck in the bathroom. But other people would take it and they were couch locked. You know, they were done. That was it. They were watching Ren and Stimpy and they weren't moving. It was like weed to them. So everybody, it goes through everybody's metabolism a little bit different. Um, and I think
exactly,
that
and yeah, like you said, some people get, like, the speedy feeling from it, and others, it's more relaxing, and, like, for me, it kinda sped me up, like, I felt like I could go, go, go. Be
that was
you
me.
know
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was me. Well, and you know, and it reinforced um, this ridiculous um, way I justified it because I would take it and I would be at work and I'd be like, wow, I'd never be able to get this much done and not be in pain if it wasn't for that. How can this be a bad thing? You know, that and other things, other stupid shit I used to tell myself was, well, diabetics take drugs every day, you know, just all the dumb shit an addict will tell himself. But with that one particular, I worked on it and I got attaboys on it and I busted ass at work on it, you know. But it wasn't the way to go. It was tearing up my liver and everything else like that, and and pretty much making me a complete asshole to work with. I'm sure everybody that had to work with me back then, you know, they were just like, I don't know what his problem is today, but I've had enough of his shit. So
Yeah. You an asshole? No.
No, we're not
yeah,
moderate.
for real. I'm not even kidding.
Um, Colleen Bennett, yeah, me too. Same thing here. It was, yeah. Some people I think took them and just got sleepy, want to go to sleep. No, I wanted to clean my house. I
Me
think
too,
because
Aaron.
yeah, it felt so good to move. Like it didn't hurt to move. It wasn't a pain in the ass. It was breezy.
Yeah.
I don't-
Yep. Yep. Well, yeah. Um, but
so, I'm sorry. I'm just
I'm
trying to catch up in chat here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad those days are behind us.
Jay,
I
I'm
know.
not
Me
from
too.
Texas. I'm not from Texas, Jay. I'm from New York. He says, I'm addicted to your Texas drawl. Speak to me, girl. Hey there. How you doing? Hi, Jay.
You know, I'm surprised that nobody that was in the Twitter live uh, came to the stream. I was kind of expecting to see a few of them. Thought maybe they'd want the link. I don't know.
Oh, I know, I'm surprised too. I
Oh,
mean, I'm glad, but I'm surprised.
oh, you mean like people on Twitter didn't come to the Twitter space?
No, there was people that were in your Twitter space that I'm not seeing here right now.
Oh, well, they might be here just under a different, name because I think a lot of people have different names between the two platforms.
That could
Maybe.
be. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that
I
could be.
know they should speak up and see if they want to ask you for the link.
What the fuck, Jay? Jay goes, I overdosed on depression. Think about that.
No, yeah, I was in there. At least, I mean, I got to hear y'all talking, and I enjoyed listening to you and Claire. I just couldn't come up because of my old phone.
Yeah, after right before I ended the stream, I think her name was Melissa, I think. She came back up and she said that she could see you. She went to your profile and she could see that you were listening or something like that, but when she went to click on it,
Right.
it said that you're watching from a web-based app or web
Ah,
web-based browser or something like that. Yeah, so
right.
It's probably because of the old phone. And now
Okay.
that you told me that you have an iPhone 6 that you're working off of, I think that's probably it.
Right. Yeah, time for a new one, y'all. Definitely.
Oh, Mrs. Cassandra says, I was the one listener. I don't have a Twitter account. So when it said one other listener, that was Mrs. Cassandra. Apparently.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, because I know
okay.
y'all thought that was me for a sec, but I was like, no, I don't think so.
Teresa, the Twitter live was supposed to be about what this one is about, but we couldn't get Meg on. So it was really just about like two boomer chicks, me and Claire, trying to figure out how to work the new technology.
Oh yeah, they tried hard to get me up there, but it was really just my older phone and stuff. So, oh hey Teresa.
That was Sarah. Andy's. Oh, it's Sarah. Okay, Sarah. I don't know why I thought Melissa. Thank you, Claire. Thank you. I'm horrible with names. Like, but I'll remember what you drank for like ever. But
Oh yeah,
I'll forget your
Sarah.
name in 2 seconds.
Sarah. That was Sarah.
Yeah, that was Sarah. Yeah, she's so sweet.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we got to talk about it. I know you weren't here, Ma. We just kind of touched on just a little bit, like some stuff that happened yesterday. We didn't really get into anything big.
Oh, that's
Just
cool.
kind of hoping
I mean,
just kind of hoping it all stops.
Yeah, I wanted to just have a little chatter. I was choosing spaces because since it's all really pretty much playing out on Twitter, I thought that made sense.
Right.
But this works too.
well, I wonder if they went to the mall, because what else would me girls be doing? They probably got it all out of their system and hit the mall, and they're probably in a food court somewhere right now.
They're getting frappuccinos.
Yeah.
Right.
Talking about making fun of people and just, that's what I'd have to guess.
Yeah. No,
I do
yeah.
that. So no, I'm kidding. But no, oh shit! I just knocked that out of my ear a little bit, maybe. Well, it's with me. Me and Michael will do it. It's little inside jokes between he and I. That's all.
Well, that sounds like fun. I used to do it. But yeah, well, I hope it ends too because it was really getting tedious. And I'll quit bringing it back up. Shame on me. So I'm done.
Well, it's
No,
not just
no,
we all.
Right.
Yeah, we all kind of keep bringing it up here and there. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, the wise thing would be to, everyone stop bringing it up, but not always wise, I guess. I don't know.
Same.
Right. No, and I'm guilty of letting it, like stuff get to me probably more than
I never
and I
do
need to
that.
not react or
I know you never do.
never.
Yeah. Shame on you. How could you do that?
Or yeah, I know. How could I? So, but just like I know I caught a lot of flack for Lily answering the phone and it being one of those nasty calls, but the only reason she answered the phone is because she was waiting on a call for her swim party, and I know it was said that it's her fault that she got a threat because she answered the phone. But come on, she's 10, y'all. Yeah, that was said yesterday on Twitter. Fun times.
I'm 47 years old. Okay, I grew up in a time before cell phones, so there was like one house line. Okay, we all answered that phone. In fact, we all raced each other to get to that phone first. I mean, if anytime we answered the phone, there was some bullshit at the other end of it. It would never have been any of our faults. I mean, why is that now? Why is she? It's oh my god, that pisses me off.
That was ridiculous.
I know.
It
was just to be mean,
Well, there was a lot of that. The high seas and high drama and accusations were, they were pretty thick. I was sitting back and I was kind of chuckling like, man, y'all really want to see a reaction out of somebody, don't you?
Yeah.
And
it's what it seems like.
And then they didn't get it, and just they kept up in the ante, and then finally, I don't know if they gave up or they tagged out and somebody else came in that's got me blocked, but or I just went to bed. I don't know what happened first, but at any rate, don't even know. Don't know.
Yeah, the long cords, dude. The house we live in now, our house, it used to be Michael's grandmother's, and so some of like old school stuff we know is still in the basement. One of them is an old school like rotary telephone. So when I showed it to my kids, I'm like, look, this is the phone that I grew up with. And my daughter looks in and she goes, well, where's the screen for the caller ID? I'm like, fuck.
Do you remember? Do you remember getting a call? Like, say you had like two phones in the house, and one was in the kitchen, and one was in your parents' bedroom,
Hmm.
and you weren't allowed to use that one. So you'd get a call, and the folks would call you to the kitchen. They'd be like, "Hey, you got a friend on the phone," and you're trying to stretch this thing out to get as far as humanly possible away out of their earshot, and then just walk into the room you're in. It's totally defeating.
Dude,
I remember that. It was horrible.
cordless phones was like the internet,
Yeah,
That was we
Yeah.
could talk to
right,
someone remotely in private,
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a big
yeah.
deal. But
Right.
I
I had
remember.
my own line. I got it for my birthday in the 7th grade, and I thought that was like
Oh,
so cool. And I had a
you were
Swatch
one of
phone. Do
those
y'all remember
girls.
the Swatch phone? Yeah. And with the
Those
Swatch
ones.
phone, you could talk on the like you'd hold the top part to talk, and then if your friend wanted to get on too, they could pick up the bottom part where you hung up where all the numbers are and talk on it too. So two people could be on it.
Oh.
It was really cool.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, I see. Yeah,
Yeah.
I never even we didn't have that. Like we were not the kind of household that would have two phone lines either. Like the girlfriend I grew up with, she had her own phone line and going right straight into her bedroom too, even. And then her parents had their own. It was like
Yeah.
that was like, how are you so rich? Like, what do your parents do for a living? Holy shit, would they adopt me?
Yeah,
Um,
I had my own line, but it got taken away a lot. Let's just say when I would get in trouble, it was always getting taken away.
there reminds me, oh my, there was a girlfriend of mine I grew up with, and she, like, we go out on a weekend on Friday night, and she would end up going home late after curfew, and she'd be grounded the following weekend. And this was just the cycle that went throughout the entire like year and a half. Like every other weekend, she was grounded. Funny.
Yeah. That was one of the things that you got when you were younger and you going through that era. They'd give you the phone line, but it was only so they could take it away.
Yep, yep, yeah. It was something to hold over your head as incentive
Well, it was before you
Oh
had,
yeah.
for
a
for us.
gaming console.
Yeah, well, I was just gonna, for my house, there was MTV, because remember when you used to
Yeah.
have to pay to have MTV? That was like like an
Yeah.
Right.
HBO back then. Yeah. So yeah, that's what my parents kind of held over my head. You don't want to clean your room? Well, then we don't want to pay for MTV. It's like, no, okay, I'll clean my room.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, um, there was only so many things. Like you had an Atari, the phone, MTV, and that's about all I
Yeah,
remember. You know,
You had
exactly.
Atari. We had Intellivision. Oh man, I
I
wanted
didn't have
Atari
either.
so bad. Oh.
Yeah, we had
Had
Atari.
friends that yeah, I had friends that have each had both, but I didn't have. I lived in the sticks. We had, but what we did have is there was a garage phone. Right around the age of 12, my dad put a phone in the garage, which was in a whole separate building of the house,
Yeah.
which, oh, it was amazing. And if I could get out to that thing and not be saw, man, was I ever on it. It was like I had a whole building to myself with a phone. It was great. I could call anybody I wanted, say
That
whatever I wanted. Just too much.
that sounds awesome. I would have loved that.
Yeah, it
Um,
was. It was great. Even in the
someone
middle
said,
of winter.
yeah, yeah, exactly. It's worth it. Oh my god, it's so worth it just to not have your sisters or your parents. Who you talking to?
Hmm.
Right.
Someone made a comment about party lines. Oh yeah, okay, Craigie, did you have a party line? Yes. Well, there was, the number would change. I remember, like, but there's a whole bunch of different numbers for years. My friends and I we call the number, and it would be kind of like a busy signal, but long, spaced out than busy signal. So, and we would yell shit out to like the void or whatever in between the beeps or whatever, and you would yell on a phone number, and then whoever heard it would call you, and then you'd end up meeting people and talking to people, and there was always people like within your area. Like I met so many people off of that. Like I look back on it now, and I would flip if my kids were doing that. Like it's a miracle. Like we actually met people our fucking age every time. Like when you think about the shit that can go wrong, but every time it was people our age. Some people like I even still talk to today. But yeah, it's crazy when I look back and I think about how fucking lucky we were. I don't know.
Those were
Right.
Those were
But
simpler
yeah, that
times.
was awesome. Yeah, that
Oh
was
yeah.
awesome though. It was fun. I loved it.
Oh, I know. I mean, that was before. I mean, didn't even think about this, like no social media, all that. But we managed, and we still had a great time. And I don't know. I felt like
Hmm.
people talked to each other more back in those
Oh yeah.
days than now.
Yep. Yeah. The only like the closest we came to like text or whatever, non face to face talking was notes and passing notes in school or like
Right.
even talking shit, posting shit behind people's back. Now, like, but then was like slam books.
Right. And then when I remember when pagers got popular, and I
Yeah.
begged my parents to please let me have a pager. They thought it was a horrible idea, but they did it finally.
I had one. Yeah. I don't
I
even
had a
know why I had
pager.
one.
Yep. I don't remember it having much of a purpose, but I had
Yeah.
to
Same
have
here.
one.
Yep. Yep. Exactly. I think that
Right.
the most use I got out of it was like me and a couple people from work. Like we would, if we want to just say something to one another, we would text out the
Right.
numbers. So then whoever received the message would have to look at each number and see, okay, this number means one of these three letters. The next number means one of these three letters. We
Right.
had to decipher a text message basically.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. It's funny because that was such a unique in between technology.
Yeah.
You'd never dream of anything like that ever existing to see what we have now. Practically the phone's a little laptop now. But
Yeah.
I think my phone has more capabilities than my laptop. I'll be honest. It definitely.
Yeah, especially when you consider like use all the different apps and everything at your disposal and what you can do with them. I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just wild that there was ever even something that we carried around that just gave us a single phone number that told us to go use a phone and call it. It was like, it's just so ridiculous to think that that was such a thing, but it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Um,
Somebody asked me, where's it? Oh, Dash X says, you can see people talk. Do you remember Robin Bird or ever watch her? She's still on. I have no idea what you're talking about. I never even heard of that. I don't think I remember like Romper Room and shit like that. But my favorite was the Magic Garden. That was my favorite. I don't know who Robin Bird is. Do you
No,
guys?
oh,
me.
um,
Uh-uh.
uh-uh. Is that a dox? Is she doxing somebody? Joke.
No, I don't think. Well, she says, "Do you remember?" So I don't think so.
I should probably. I'm feeling a little too feisty. I should probably leave before I
No,
cause anything.
you're doing great.
But honestly, I'm
Please
gonna
stay.
wrap this up in a minute because I want to
Oh,
finish working on my video. 'Cause
Yeah.
cool.
it's the video that I messaged you about the
Oh,
idea.
I want you to finish
Oh, I
that
can't
video.
wait to see.
I got some awesome clips too for it. So
Was
Good.
is anything that I sent you? Did any of that?
yes, I so far I grabbed a couple. I haven't looked at them all yet. I looked at a couple, but I was also reminded of Nikki's stream from the other night, so I went to that and I grabbed some. But then I saw something else. I got distracted. A mini video that now I have to upload that to.
What
So
did you think? And I'm not going to be a spoiler here, but what did you think of the difference between then and now? Like, was it like, isn't that incredible? Like to see that much of a reasonable take back then compared to now in some circumstances. I don't know. Um, maybe not. Never mind. You lost audio. I'm going to quit. Um,
No, oh, she just had to mute for a second, maybe. Maybe the
okay,
dog.
that must be it.
Yeah, that's what we can just talk until she's all finished taking care
Alrighty.
of the fur baby.
Yeah.
So,
Um, but yeah, it looks like
well,
it's a bit
yeah,
calmer out there today, so that's a good thing, and I'm happy to see
yes.
it.
I'm
sorry,
glad
yeah,
for that. Yeah.
Mike's dad stopped by. That's why she was barking and shit. So I closed the door.
Oh,
Now she went
yeah,
back.
no
So,
problem.
um,
I don't mind hearing her.
she's so loud though. Like I'm in the same room with her, even with the earbuds in, she's still so
Right.
loud to me. I can't imagine hearing her through the earbuds. That would be really
Oh, yeah. Right.
Thank you,
Did we
Brianna.
lose
Yeah.
you, Maud?
To what?
Oh, there you
Yeah.
are. I didn't know if
There you
if
Yeah,
we lost you.
yeah. I just Nope, I'm still here. Just cruising along. But yeah, I'm
Okay,
looking
yeah,
forward to the video.
I can't wait.
Me too.
Is it going to be? Is it going to be one that you stream out with no chat? How is that? How we get it, or is it going to be like a pre-made?
Oh no, yeah, it's gonna be pre-made. Yeah, I'm recording it, so it'll
Oh,
be an
good.
upload. Yeah,
I
yes,
know
yes.
it'll have juicy edits in it. Then I can't wait.
I want to give people. Well, actually, you know what? The little mini video I'm uploading, I give people a little teaser in that. Actually, I give the name of what it is in the teaser. So, is it? Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
Sweet.
Yes,
Can't
when
wait.
you hit, yeah, it's I don't know. I'm not gonna reveal here though.
yeah, no,
Right.
don't. No, I think it's going to be. There's no way that can not be a great video. I like the idea. I liked what your research material was. I'm excited. Definitely.
Brianna, the mini video I will definitely have up at some point tonight, but I'd like to have them both up tonight. If I don't have the one I'm excited about, if that one's not up tonight, that'll definitely be up in the morning. But I think it'll be up tonight because I like to have like close to 10, right around 10 minutes of footage or whatever, and I'm already over 5 minutes, so I only need a few more clips really. So, well, hopefully it'll be up soon.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Well,
Yeah.
okay,
Looking
guys,
forward
I'm
to
gonna
it.
I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna see what he
Okay.
wants to. So,
Alrighty.
all right,
Yeah.
guys,
Thanks for
bye.
Thanks
For
for
being
having
here.
me, Aaron.
thanks for having us on.
Yes, thanks for coming on. Bye.
All right. Have a good night, y'all. Bye.